Praise the Lord God from the beautiful Bullock community on the top of West Australian NT Northern Territory on the edges of the borders. Yep. Yeah, Marah Connect Texts news again. And I want to say hi to everybody who's been viewing all my YouTube videos. Oh, I'm really happy and pleased about it. I got a special report what's been happening on social media side and what's been coming up on the news about the moon. You can see here, there's a moon up there in the sky. Can you see that in this test, Genesis? And the tiny, ever so tiny planets below. Yeah, I was just wanted to do this because China's gonna take over the moon. They got the old deal on the moon. I don't know if they have the rights to the moon. I don't know, but if you follow it up, you'll see China having a they're taking their cake and they're eating their cake, and they're gonna establish their city tower or anything like that in the moon for their purpose. I don't know what for, but here it's got Genesis, and what I can tell you what God says about the moon. Why don't you have a reading in Genesis chapter 1, verses 13 to 19. Here it says, "And there was evening, there was morning the third day. And God said, Let there be light in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night. And let there be signs for the seasons, for the days and years. And let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to give light upon the earth." And it was so. And God made the two great lights, the great lights to rule the day, which is the sun, and the lesser light to rule the night, which was the moon and the stars. And God set them in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth, to rule over the day, over the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. The fourth day. You can see why God really paid a lot of attention to this creation and how He established the moon, sun, stars, and of course it says heavens, but heavenly realms of the universe. Of course we're in the outer universe but we're not out of the side of the moon or the sun. We still are very, very close indeed. And I was going to say, really, when you look here with the above the on Genesis, on my text here on my video, it's got the planets. It's one planet but with three parts. That's how tiny that's how tiny the earth is from the moon. That's how tiny it is. And I wonder about people really, really taking off on moon, because because you know why they're doing it? Because moon, every year it moves away from the earth 38 inches or 23 inches, somewhere about there, moves away from earth. And I wonder why people want to ride with the moon, because it goes out, it could just get out of balance because it moon operate with the sun. It just get wobbly, and it just floats in the air like a wobbly planet. But if you really look at it, I hope you really enjoyed Genesis, because when you look at Gideon is a free Bible in Australia. Gideon International in Australia, it's a free Bible. I get them all the time. I order them. They deliver all the time with no hassle. I get delivered to a lot of indigenous people around this remoteness of Australia. They and most indigenous love reading Gideon Bible, because it's basic reading, straightforward from God. And when you read it, it's really, really good. And here I got Genesis. You can zoom in on it, and you can see this Genesis, and you'll see on my video, you'll see that on Marah Connect Text News, it's only thing God. That's the only thing. There's no other way out of God, because there's no other way out. It's only God. It's only God, and we need the planet, however tiny it is, from the moon to survive, even with a beautiful frog. Okay, on Marah Connect Text News, I hope you enjoyed it, Australia-wide, internationally. Thank you.